Anticipation is nothing but expectations. Expectations truly hurts. It really hurts. How many loved your moments of glad grace and loved your beauty with love false or true? So now she's sitting near the fire and she regrets that why did she reject him. She wants to recite the poem for herself when she is old. Hello everyone, I'm Babita Tamaya, lecturer, Department of English, Vidhyaashram Pre-University College, Mysuru. In my previous session, I had discussed about the play A Sunny Morning. In this play, Don Gonzalo and Donna Laura tried to conceal their identity. Till the end of this play, they never revealed their identity. They told their own stories as his cousin and her friend. But they did not reveal their identity till the end of the play. Today, I'll be discussing another dejected love story, When You Are Old. Youth is the most important and beautiful phase of human life. Youth is a success of ladder: birth, childhood, adolescence, maturity, old age, and death. These are the phases that we all face overall towards eternity. Let's enjoy our youth and old age with pay. Here is the author of the poem, William Butler Yeats. He is an Irish poet and one of the most foremost figures of 20th century literature. He was awarded the Nobel Prize for Literature in the year 1923. Later, under the influence of Ezra Pound, he began to write modernist poetry. He is one among the great love poets of the modern world. This poem is dedicated to Mudgone. So the author William Yeats dedicated this poem to Mudgone. So the poem is the real description of the poet's love. Yeats met his great love, Mudgone, an actress and Irish revolutionary. However, she married Major John, and this episode influenced the poet to write the heart-stirring poem. Many critics believe that the poet presents the resentment he feels towards her love for reciprocating him. Here, William Yeats and Mudgone, who lost their life with each other for not expressing their love. Another love story of the dejected lover is none other than Yeats himself. He is the speaker, he is the poet, and he is dedicating his lost love to one of the Irish actress, Mudgone. This is a patho poem wherein the poet himself expresses his lost love and also regrets for not expressing his love for her. Even though he would have expressed, she wouldn't have succeeded in giving back his love for him. And the poem begins. She would have aging now. The poet here is not speaking about the past, he is not speaking about the present, but he is speaking about the future. She wants to recite the poem for herself when she is old. And the poem is, when you are old and grey and full of sleep and nodding by fire, take down this book and slowly read and the dream of soft look. Your eyes had once and their shadows deep. This paragraph is nothing but a poem of anticipation. These are the lines of anticipation. Anticipation is nothing but expectations. Expectations truly hurts. It really hurts. So the poet says that when you're old and full of grey, when you're old and when your hairs are gone grey and when you're full of sleep, what are you going to do? You will sit near the fire, nodding your head, and at that time you take the book what he has written. You'll take the book of mine. He ought to say that When you're all alone, my book will give you a company, not even your husband. If I would have been in his place, I would have been given more love to you rather than him. So when you're aging, only my book will accompany you. You'll take down this book and start reading, and you will remember about your youth. Youth is such a beautiful phase. Each and everyone wants to look beautiful. Beauty is youth. Youth is beautiful. You respect your caste, you respect your color, you respect your size and shape. This is what the mesmerizing beauty of youth. And slowly read and dream of the soft look. And he says, you'll start reading the book slowly and you will dream about the soft look. It means to say that she is aging. Aging is inevitable. No one can stop aging. But why don't we age gracefully? So here, when she is reading the book, he says that there were too many men loitering around you like honeybees. How the honeybees will be surrounded around the flowers. In the same way, here the men were loitering around you. You're such a beautiful flower. Each and everyone loves you, but none of them will love like me. So if you're aging also, it doesn't matter, but still I love you in the same way. That's what the poet says here. Your eyes had once, and of their shadows deep. So here he says, you had a beautiful expression in your eyes, but when you grow old, you have grown old, and now you have lost all the beautiful expressions in your life. When you sit and think about, you will regret. And the next is, it's about agony. It's about agonizing. How many loved your moments of glad grace, and loved your beauty with love false or true? But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you, and loved the sorrows of your changing face. So here the poet says there were many men who loved the moments of glad grace. Here, glad grace is nothing but physical beauty. As physical beauty. So he says, many loved your physical beauty, but I'll not say whether it's a true love or the false love. It might be a true love. They have loved you truly, but no one will love truly like me. And the poet says that I loved your identity. I fell in love with your identity. I did not fall in love for your beauty. But the men who were loitering around you, they had fallen in love with you for your beauty, but not me. I never fell in love. I fell for your identity. That's what he says here. And he also says, but one man who loved the pilgrim soul in you. But there was only one man who loved the pilgrim soul, the one who is questing for love. And it is only me. I loved your pilgrim soul. I loved your soul more than your beauty. Beauty doesn't matter to me. When you grow old, what happens? You might lose your charm. Your hair is graying. Your body shrinks. But even then, my love remains the same for you until the end. I never loved your beauty, but it was the inner soul, that is the pilgrim soul I loved. You can find that pilgrim soul only in one man, that is the poet himself here. And love the sorrows of your changing face. And as I told, when you grow old, you can see the wrinkles on your face, your body shrinks, but even then, and your face also changes, your expressions changes, but still my love will not change for you. It remains as it is. There will be no changes anywhere in my love. And the next is about acridity. Acridity is nothing but sarcasm. And bending down besides the glowing bars, murmur a little sadly how love fled, and paced upon the mountains overhead, and hid his face amid a crowd of stars. So here, and bending down beside the glowing bars, What happens here in the sense, human beings are born with nature, a nature of love, hatred, resentment, envy, and acridity. Acridity, as I told, sarcasm. When she is old and she is sitting near the fire nodding her head, and here the poet says, you'll read this poem when you're old, when you're aging, you'll read it out. So now she's sitting near the fire and she regrets that why did she reject him? Why she did not accept his love? And she sits and murmur a little sadly how love fled. When do you murmur? When you feel all alone. When you can't express yourself, you'll sit and murmur. That's what she's regretting now. Love cannot be defined. We have to feel it. It's a feeling. And he says that, and paced upon the mountains overhead. My love, it has reached to the mountains. It indicates the peak or the height. My love has reached the peak till now, but I don't know why it still did not reach you. Why did I fail in reaching you? But it has reached the peak, but it did not reach to you. I don't know where did I go wrong. Why it has not reached for you. And now if you're trying to conquer my love, now if you want my love back, it's really not possible because it is hid his face amid a crowd of stars. It is in the crowd of stars. It's hidden over there. So here the stars indicate what here? Here the stars indicate love and compassion. You'll not get my love again. So because it is in the stars, it is hid in the stars. So here we have the glossary. It's nothing out of the text. Please have a glance of glossary from your textbook. So each and every poem have a figurative speech. Like Romeo and Juliet, even we have a figurative speech or the figure of speech in When You Are Old. The themes here are love, rejection, and time. Love comes along rejection, rejection through time. Along with rejection, time is everything. Next, we have the symbols here. Grey and weak indicates aging. Fire. Fire indicates passion and purity. At last, collection of stars. It indicates compassion and adolescence. Now we have the figurative speech here. A hid face amid a crowd of stars. So it is the alliteration. What do you mean by alliteration here? Alliteration is a figure of speech in which the same sound repeated in the group again and again. That is known as alliteration. Here, and head face amid a crowd of stars. As I told, stars indicate compassion, love. So he says that if you try to conquer my love, if you want my love again, it is not possible. Till now, my love would have reached the peak, but I don't know why it did not reach to you. And now if you want my love, it's not possible because it is amid a crowd of stars. And the next one is murmur a little sadly how love fled. The figure of speech here is personification. So I have told you murmur when you're all alone, when you don't have anyone to express your feeling. Love is a human trait of expression. So as I told you, love cannot be expressed. It's a feeling. So from this poem, you will be having one question for 6 marks, and the way to write the answer for 6 marks is you need to write the introduction and then come to the main answer. The main answer should be divided into 2 paragraphs and then you will give the conclusion. At the end, you will write the critical analysis. Critical analysis is nothing but your opinion regarding the poem. This is how you answer for 6 marks. So in my next session, I'll be discussing about the prose, the gardener. Until then, stay home, stay safe and stay educated. Thank you.